What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the TB Toycast YouTube channel. Today we are unboxing, for the first time ever, a 4-pack, which is going to be a lot of fun. The Transformers Legacy United 4-pack, of course, from Hasbro. Obviously, I've been becoming a Transformers fan, as most of you know. I've unboxed probably 3 or 4 Transformers at this point. But I haven't done anything quite like this, not like a 4-pack. So this was going to be kind of a fun one. I was a little worried, how do I do this? Because as you can tell, my backdrop's not the biggest, probably. My table's not the biggest. How do I make this work? But I think I figured out a way, because I want to make my thumbnail for the page and still get the writing and all that stuff in there, so it's a little bit difficult. But regardless, I was like, well, maybe I could just take a picture right here and then crop it and just do this guy, and then and I'm like, man, that seems like a lot of work for one package of figures. So if they're all in a pack together, let's just open them together, right? That was the easiest plan, at least for me. But I'm looking forward to this. 4 characters I didn't have, and I believe a lot of these have only been available in this 4-pack. I do know Tarantulas here. I did see that one at a vintage toy shop, but a lot of the other ones I haven't seen. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to grab this while I have a chance, and I'm excited for it. In this pack, we have I accidentally stepped on the box the other day, so it kind of broke right there. What are you going to do? I'm opening it anyway. Who cares? But we've got Cliff Jumper. And what's cool is they each have their universe. He's from the Prime universe. He's our only Autobot. And I did like how they did this, because it's like him versus the 3 Decepticons, which is pretty cool. We got from the Beast Wars universe, Tarantulas, as I mentioned already. From the G1 universe, we got Squeeze Play. Definitely a cool figure. And from the Cyberverse, we got Universe Tarn. What a name, Tarn. Oh, man. A face only a mother could love. Look at that guy. Man, that's awesome. But I'm going to do these a little bit different. As you all have seen, if you've watched my other Transformers videos, I would actually take it in, what do they call it, where you fast forward it real fast. And I would transform the character from the robot to the animal or vehicle back. I'm not going to do that here, because with 4 of them, I feel like that this video would go 25-30 minutes. And let's be honest, that's just too long for what we're doing here. So I'm cool with just unboxing and taking a look at the figures. So that's what we're going to do. This is a Target exclusive. Last I saw, you could actually still pick this up at Target. It was about $80 retail, so you're looking at about $20 per figure, which isn't terrible nowadays. In fact, I've actually even seen it on sale on Target, on the Target app or Target.com. And so if you're looking for any of these guys, that might be the place to go. Really cool artwork of all the characters, which I dig. Very cool. Like I said, I love that they did verses right there. Makes it look cool. Got a little bit more artwork on the top there. We'll turn it around. I always think this is cool with these figures. It kind of gives you an idea of what you're getting here. Again, very, very cool stuff. All these very unique with their color schemes and stuff. Tarn, I'm wondering if he's a Voyager class figure. So one thing I was trying to do with this collection is keep everything deluxe class, which is about the 5.5 to 6 inch scale. I think 6.5 and above is Voyager. Any of my Transformer fans, they probably already know, but it gets a little confusing. It gets a little difficult to keep up with everything, and I didn't want figures all different scales and stuff. So I was like, I'm only going to do deluxe class. And for the most part, it seemed like that was kind of the more popular scale. So I felt pretty confident that that was going to be the right call. But Tarn might be a little bit bigger. We'll have to unbox him and take a look. It's a little deceiving because of his legs. His legs may go down to here. Who knows? We're going to open these guys up and kind of see what we got here. We'll start with Cliff Jumper over here as our baby face, our Hulk Hogan, our Duke, our Wolverine. List that goes on and on. The Red Ranger. Speaking of Power Rangers, I just turned on the original series on Netflix the other day. So full disclosure, when I first heard of Netflix as a streaming service, because if you're a kid listening to this, you're not going to believe this, but I had Netflix DVDs through the mail. Yeah, I'm that old. And when I first heard of the Netflix streaming service, it didn't really interest me a lot. But then a friend of mine where I was living at the time, Tarn's definitely a lot bigger, so that might be a little bit of an interesting one, but that's all right. I mean, he's a little bit bigger, but I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Getting all these out of the package, that might be the worst thing in the world. But back to Power Rangers, which of course has nothing to do with Transformers, but that's all right. He told me, hey, the original Power Rangers series is on Netflix. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, you can watch all the episodes. That was enough to get me to sign up for the streaming service the very first time. Which Netflix then isn't really what it is now, because there was nothing else like that. And not a lot of exclusive stuff that I recall, if any. Could be wrong there, but I remember just being like, whoa, they have the original Power Rangers. Now, the weird thing about that, and I would like to get, ooh, this guy looks cool, Cliff Jumper. Cool figure. Like I said, I was really impressed with how cool these figures were and how, articulated they are and how they are very easy to display. Because that one thing I thought is, they're not going to be good to display because they're morphing robots, right? But in reality, that was not the case at all. They display very, very well. So, very, very cool. But back to Power Rangers. I started watching it, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. But as I watched it, I realized, like, oh, this is so dated. It feels, I don't know, it feels weird to watch it. It's one of those things that I always call them the leave the memories alone thing. Like, I love the original Ninja Turtles. In fact, I'll be unboxing a ton more Ninja Turtle figures here on the channel. Stay tuned for that. My gosh, so many twist ties. This is redonkulous. But, oh man, and there's another one. But I felt as though, now that is one cool figure. Man. Like I said, you can't knock the quality on these guys. Very, very cool stuff. But with Ninja Turtles, I do feel, even though it's awesome, it's like, it's one of those things where, as much as I like it, it's dated. And trying to watch it now would be a little bit difficult. And I certainly felt that with Power Rangers back then. So I rewatched it again. Because sometimes you have to be in a specific mood to watch this stuff. I know I do, for sure. And as much as you have fond memories of it and like, oh man, that's my childhood, it's still a little bit different to watch it, in, my gosh, so many twist ties. This is so ridiculous. We got one on the body here. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. This is real life. Real life. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Good Lord. What is happening here? Oh my Lord. Okay. Maybe. And maybe it's just going to have to be on there forever. That's just the new rule. Finally. My goodness. But anyway, what I was saying with with Power Rangers is like, maybe it's just one of those things where I watch it, but it doesn't really hit like it did, because of timing and all that stuff. But I don't know. Like I was getting into it last night. I mean, it wasn't like I was watching it and thinking like, oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. But it was fun. It was fun for what it was. Yeah, it's dated, but I don't know. So hit me up in the comments below. I'm rambling now because I knew this would take a long time to get all these out, and I didn't want to just be sitting here with dead air because, my gosh, this is going to be boring otherwise. So I wanted to come up with a conversation starter, and I did watch that last night. So I was like, well, that will work. And it's interesting because I'll watch other stuff. Like I've been watching reruns of American Gladiators because all those are available on Amazon Prime. Yes, not a drill. They are on Amazon Prime. Check that out. The old seasons, the 90s versions, the good stuff. And like that holds up because it's like, yeah, you might see some 90s hair, some 80s hair. It's a little hokey at times, but like the athleticism and all the competition is probably more brutal now than it was. And just because at the time we didn't get how difficult that would be, you look at it as an adult, you realize, oh my gosh, that would be absolutely insane. Oh my! Speaking of insane, look at all these twist ties. You guys probably can't see them, but it's a bunch. It is a bunch. I'm trying to get all these off. But my point with Power Rangers, yeah, it had some hokiness, obviously, but it was such a unique thing, especially for the time. No one had ever seen anything like it. Now, one thing that's weird is it never dawned on me that they were using bought footage from Japan, but it's so funny because I just watched the first episode, but in that episode, they get their powers from Zordon. They're not really sure. They're not getting it. Like, I don't know. Do we want to do this? It seems like it's whatever. And they end up morphing and getting their Zords and all that good stuff. Losing my tablecloth here. My gosh. Problem after problem. Problem after problem. Here we go. But after, after some... And I lost every accessory. My God. Okay, I had to take it offline because I'm dropping accessories, losing my mind. Oh my gosh, this has not been my video, ladies and gentlemen. But I got everybody lined up here. What do you guys think? I think these are all really cool. Tarn is definitely what I would call a Voyager class, and seeing those together, I realized, like, wow, he's definitely a lot bigger. You know, and I think there's probably something to certain figures, like, you know what, maybe I'll get that one because it is fun. But, you know, I'm perfectly okay with the deluxe class. I guess if they don't make a certain character in this scale, you know, it's probably not the worst idea. Like, okay, well, because to me, like, really, you know, I was worried about scale and like how they would fit together, but, you know, realistically, I feel like those fit together fine. I mean, yeah, he's bigger, he's noticeably bigger, but to me, at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I'm obviously going to put all the pictures in here, but you know, Cliff Jumper, Tarantulas, who else do we got? We got Squeeze Play and we got Tarn. I'm trying to pick my favorite, but man, that Tarantulas is, and this is this guy right here in case you don't know. Man, that one's cool looking. I love the orange, I love the green. It kind of has the Doc Ock vibe a little bit, but a very, very cool figure. And Squeeze Play here, you know, he's a classic. He's an Autobot. He's definitely one you're going to want to have in your collection. And but at the same time, I could see skipping this if you're not 100% dead set. I have to get all of these. I'll make I'll tell you guys something about how I collect, and this is probably not hard to figure out. But when I am into something, I kind of want to go all in to a certain degree. This was not a necessary set for me to buy. And really no sets like that, but I don't know any of these characters super well, but it was just like I saw it, it was there, it was 4 new characters, I didn't see them available individually really, so it's like, oh perfect, I'll grab that. But I could also feel like it's not necessarily a set I need to get, but I am happy I got it. I do like Squeeze Play a lot. I love the purple and blue and then kind of the off-white color. I think that's really cool, very fun figure. Like I said, Tarn it's kind of cool to get a Voyager scale figure because I don't have any that size. I do know one that they make is the, I think they call it the, is it the Wallop? Is that the name? The Party Wallop or something? And it's the Ninja Turtle van as a Transformer, and he's Voyager scale. And I was avoiding that one because he was taller, but now I'm like, you know, maybe it's not that big a deal. Maybe I'll just buy what I want to get and call it good there. It is what it is sometimes. But regardless, it's definitely fun. And, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy this as well. But let me know in the comments down below which one's your favorite. Do you like how I did this? This is a little bit different. Like I said, it was kind of a crash course for myself and for you because I had never done a 4-pack like this. So getting 4 figures unboxed was not the easiest. I do know a good friend of the channel, Kyle Peterson, will take them offline sometimes, and I do get why he does that because that was not the easiest unboxing in the world, and there's a good chance I'll take some of that out just because it was not the easiest unboxing in the world. But regardless, I'm happy I have these guys in the collection, and it's cool to get 4 new Transformers. You know, again, like I say with any collection, I do try to keep it where it's like, okay, I want to buy a few. I don't want to buy a ton, but I do want to buy a few and kind of pick and choose the ones I want. I do know I recently picked up the Transformers Gigawatt or Gigawatt. I'm going to call it Gigawatt because that's what they call it in the movie. It's the DeLorean that turns into, of course, a transforming robot. And very, very fun, like kind of crossover figure. They've also done Knight Rider, like Kit. I don't have that one yet. I do want to get it. But again, you know, I'm kind of looking at it like other things. Like, okay, do I need all of those? No, not really. They've done some of the Jurassic Park vehicles and the dinosaurs. Again, I don't feel like I need the dinosaurs, but some of the Jeeps and stuff might be kind of fun. We'll see what happens, I guess. But yeah, definitely 4 cool Transformers. Like I said, I think my favorite is definitely going to be, it's going to be Tarantulas. I think from there I'm going to go to Squeeze Play, which is this dude right here with the purple and the blue. I like that color. Then I'm going to go with the classic, what's his name? Gosh dang, that first character. Cliff Jumper. And then with Tarn. Tarn is really cool too. Alright, as we close out this episode, remember if you enjoyed this channel or these unboxing videos, check out some of my other unboxing videos, including from the Mattel Elite line, Luke Doink. You can also check out Butch Doink, both of the Bushwhackers as Doink the Clown. A lot of fun. Check out some of my AEW unboxings. I've recently unboxed Adam Copeland, as well as from the Ring of Honor line, Jerry Lynn and Nigel McGuinness. Both of those also available in the archives. Lots of DC Multiverse like Godspeed, Static Shock, and Santa Batman. Speaking of Transformers, how about Jazz? How about Wolfang? How about Night Prowler? And how about Black Arachnia? In fact, Black Arachnia reminds me a little bit of Tarantulas, kind of a similar style. Very, very cool stuff. How about some Spawn figures? Medieval Spawn, Commando Spawn, Saber, all available in the archives. How about some guys that are big and rubbery, like the Road Warriors, Road Warrior Hawk, Road Warrior Animal, and of course the one and only The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Lots of great stuff in the archives. Check all of those out. Marvel Legends, another one I recently unboxed. Some Marvel Legends, finally. Juggernaut and Colossus in a 2-pack, a massive 2-pack. Really, really cool stuff. Super 7, Thundercats, Lion-O, Monkey, and both available. I got a lot more Thundercats to unbox. So hopefully I got to start getting to those eventually. And then from the Ninja Turtles Super 7 line, how about Michelangelo? Got a lot more Ninja Turtles to unbox as well. Retro figures, how about Chris Van Vliet from Rush Collectibles? The Frankenstein sample, also from Rush Collectibles. Kurt Fuller and the Macho Man Randy Savage from Hastel Toy Grapplers and Gimmicks. And how about just recently Chris Candido from Zombie Sailor Toys Heels and Faces. And Bobby the Brain Heenan from Epic Toys, all available in the archives. Lots of great archives. And more where that came from. Also check out Tales of the Toy Box, the new show available on the TB Toycast YouTube channel, where it's a deep dive into a specific toy line. Lots of fun. Episode 1 is available, all about G.I. Joe Street Fighter. Check that out. It's a labor of love and a whole lot of fun. I'm actually working on episode 2 as we speak. That will be coming up very, very soon. So check that out. And again, when we get to 100 subscribers, there will be a giveaway. If there's one there now, because I do record these a little bit ahead of time, the giveaway will probably be happening very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And make sure to let your friends know if you're into that sort of thing. And then, of course, check out the TB Toycast podcast every Thursday, wherever you get your podcast, talking all things that are currently happening in the toy world, plus things we're picking up, things we're selling off, and we have a different main event every single week. So check those out as well. And that is it. That's all I got. That's Cliff Jumper. That's Tarantulas. That's Squeeze Play, and that is Tarn. I cannot believe I remembered them all. This is the TB Toycast YouTube channel, and we will see you guys in the toy aisle.
Yeah. One more time. It ain't over till I say it's over. So lock the cage up, cause this is a takeover. The wait's over. If this the final time we meet, then you'll be on your back on my feet. Then I'll tip the cage over as a hangover. I'm super fly so I can splash off the top. And I can shut down the shot.